Hello and welcome. Welcome to the Facing Your Fears, Turning Fear into Courage. These podcasts are here to try to help all of us decide different ways to be the best version of ourselves. And so we've been lately working on the chapters of the Facing Your Fears book and program. And today we're on chapter 5, and it's called The Mask. And it's the masks that we have learned to put on when we're facing others, or even maybe with ourselves. And in this chapter, I go over so many different masks. You can have the achiever and the entertainer and the clown and the angry person, the victim, the giver, the knowledgeable one, the shy one, the addict. There's so many different masks that we can wear. And the important thing to realize is we are all given gifts. The gifts that we get, like we have musicians that are given a gift of piano or voice or guitar or whatever, Elvis, whatever it is. And then we have people who are very bright and know how to solve medical problems or mathematical problems or astronauts. And then we have other people who are given the gifts that they're funny, they're entertaining. And so if you're using your gift because you love to do that and it feels right, that's fine. But if you grew up in a family, and I wish I could just communicate how important it is those first 6 years of your life, how you take in everything and you watch everybody around you and decide, oh, my dad's funny, I'm going to be funny, or my mom's angry, I'm going to be angry, or whatever it might be. And we take on a role that may not fit us. And then later in life, you look at it and go, I don't want to be an angry person. I don't want to be a victim. I don't want to be shy. I don't want to be anxious. All these things inhibit closeness with another person. So when I first started working on this, and it was maybe, I don't know, more than 20 years ago, I was in the airplane next to my youngest daughter, and I was writing about the achiever. And the achiever is someone who has to keep accomplishing things and has to keep moving forward and always looks at the next goal and doesn't really rest that much. It's always, what's the next goal? And as I'm writing and talking about it, Hannah, my daughter, goes, Mom, that sounds like you. And I kind of went back like, whoa. And then I looked more into it and I said, that is who I am. And when I looked at what the solution, if you're an achiever, it's supposed to be to take time to rest and take time to do nothing and things that I don't do very often. And it's so funny because recently there's been a lot going on within the family, and a grandson and a new granddaughter coming, and work is a lot. And I thought I need to take a vacation. So I started to think about Thailand or someplace where it would be really relaxing. And I ended up going to and committing to go to Machu Picchu, climb Machu Picchu, do a hike through the rainforest in the Amazon. And that's my way of unwinding. But that's basically who I am. It's not fighting my nature. I like to be out there with adventures and experiencing things. And I'll probably do something relaxing also to balance it out. But it's interesting to just find yourself and be okay with it. Now, the interesting part is that there's a theory, if you squeeze an orange, you get orange juice. If you squeeze an angry person, you get anger. If this happens to be you, and you'll know if you're one of those people, please, please, please start to work on where that anger comes from and if it's really serving you. And really, the same is true about anxiety, shyness, the sense that you have to entertain or be the center of attention, the rescuer, any of these things that can work against you. Because if you look at it, if you look at somebody who's angry, it's because of childhood injuries. People don't come into the world angry, I don't think. And yet we develop that sense of anger because of trauma, because of difficult times in our childhood. If we figure out that these are roles we don't have to play anymore, anger only serves us to say something's not working right, something's not treating me right, something doesn't feel right. It means a solution to a problem. It doesn't mean I need to go kill somebody or I need to go scream or swear or push somebody out of my life or whatever. It means there's a problem. Let's figure out the solution. As simple as that. So if you have an issue with anger, please look at what you want as your goal. Most of us don't want to push people away unless they're not good for us. And there are people who are like that. The other one, anxiety, is a huge one these days. So many people are anxious, and it's what their brain is telling them. Their brain is saying, you better worry about paying your bills. You better worry about the climate, which is a tough problem. You better worry about the wars. This is real, but worrying about them doesn't create any solution. The anxiety does not create a solution. Doing something about it if you can, perfect solution. But not sitting there in an anxious state. It's like sitting there on a rocking chair going back and forth and thinking you're going somewhere. You're not going anywhere. And if we're going to improve our world, we have to start with ourselves. So I've been working with a lot of people about when you're triggered about something, triggered to feel anxious, fearful, angry, put on a show, hide, run away, whatever you might do, whatever mask you might use. Just try to figure out where that comes from and decide what your goal is and how a different behavior could help you. And the masks that are really you, if you really are an adventuresome person or a funny person or a very intelligent person, it's okay to be that person fully and to embrace it and to love it about yourself. So the masks are only difficult if they're preventing you from living your life fully as the person you're supposed to be. So let's look at the masks. Let's look at ones that fit. It's really fun to find the ones that fit. It's really fun to find out which ones you want to work on and change and which ones are really you and they're not even a mask. So thank you for joining us about the masks we wear. It's something we can all work on together, and we probably see it in other people too. Have a great day today and the rest of your week, and thank you for joining us.